from a mental, psychological point of seeing. Depression is the worst form of human suffering. Depression is a mental torment. It is an attempt from the mind, to detach from the body, to give the body a break, and to go away and get a scolding or a dusting down, a cleansing. As Neem Karoli Baba says, cleanse the mirror of your heart and you will see God. The speaker says, cleanse your mind and you will become that reflection of God. So a very simple point of looking. An experience of awakening, enlightenment. I don't know what you call it, nirvana, sat, chit, ananda. I'm not religious, I'm not spiritual, I don't really know, I don't mind what you call it. But from that depression to that enlightened, overwhelming, absolute joy, sat, chit, ananda, bliss state, can you imagine? Can you imagine that joy, the freedom to not fear, to not worry, to not be concerned, to not take life seriously? But you're always taking life seriously. It's just that you don't take that damn mind serious anymore. No more thoughts, no more negativity, no more fear, no more worries. And then something says, wow, you're special. And you have to beware of that one. You have to set your mind a very basic program. I hear you're enlightened. The other person says, you should do satsangs. You should write a book. You should wear special clothes. You should reveal to the world what you truly are. And your mind says, come on. And that mind that is grinding or grounding itself from that wow state, that look at me state. It's not a personal me that you're wanting the world or the universe or life to look at. You're wanting to see the truth about what we all are as one. You're shouting on behalf of the self. You're in joy. Something really courageous and disciplined has to stand up and say, no, I don't want to fall into that trap again. Sitting in front of people, telling them or trying to entice them into the questions, who am I? Into the darkness, into the light, into the meditation, into the practices, into the ways, into the methods that will keep them prisoners in their own hearts. And then something really, 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 really important comes along. It comes within. I don't know what Christ is. You don't see a picture or an image, but it gives you I wouldn't say a portrait. It gives you a portrait of what the perfect living being is. And you're surrounded by these people. Why do you think Christ came in rags, dressed up like the average person, spoke with an average mind, no crowns, no jewels, no thrones, no castles to empower the people. That very simple, contented picture of a man. Because that's the life he is portraying, the godly life. So you come down from this hierarchy of enlightenment, this non-duality, this pure, tranquil, conscious state which you cannot not be. You just welcome the mind back in. But it's a simple, basic mind. And you see people all around you that are content. And they're not fighting for monies, for power, for celebrity status. They're accepting life as it is. They're not entangled up with fighting with governments, protesting. They're the little old man, the little old lady, the little old boy, the little old girl that live in the hill, that tend the sheep and keep themselves to themselves. And you say to yourself, wow, what a result. The expectations from the mind that wants to seek awakening is, yes, I'm going to help the world. I'm going to write a book. I'm going to share my stories. I'm going to try and bring everyone together in a peaceful way, like the saints do. Jesus didn't say that. Jesus said, find yourself within. Be free. Be what you're meant to be. A very simple, average, contented. And Buddha's truth within its, or his, or whatever you want to call Buddha's nature, was to fluctuate from that negativity into that unbelievable positivity, and then come out balanced, like the scales, both arms equal, like the bird floating from the skies, gliding, sometimes unmoving, before it swoops for its prey. So for any enlightened, true enlightened being to take a pew, an ownership, a seat in front of the roller coaster, a throne, a gown, a presence, a position, you're not fully enlightened yet. The downfall is to meet yourself halfway. And yourself meets the mind halfway. And the mind meets the body halfway. And the soul meets the spirit halfway. And on, all halfway. And you look at specific people, not many, but they've never experienced that enlightenment, not in this life, but they are purely contented beings who let things pass. You see, the contented being, as Christ says, is in the passing. When everything that comes your way is taken, grateful, and then let go. No one, how many can do it, you see? How many can do it? I bought this car the other day, the neighbour says. It's been great. I don't need it anymore. I said, well, why not give it away? It's mine. I'm keeping it, just as a memory. Unable to let it pass through attachments, through a conditioned mind that says, if you pay for it, it's yours. And the contented beings. I met a woman. She bought a head square. We call it a scarf that goes over the head in our country. She was with her daughter. She came out of the shop and she bought it. She spent, I don't know, £25 on it. and she had it on her head when she came out. It was raining. And she says to the daughter, I love this. I'm so grateful. I've saved up. And daughter says, it's beautiful, Mum. You look great. And I'm out a mile down the road. They're still shopping, buying little bits and pieces. The mother takes the head square off, looks at this old lady in the shop, homeless and wet, and offers it to the lady. The lady looks up. She looks hungry, starving, and cold. She says, look, put this around your head. You need it more than me. Anyway, I've had it. The daughter says, Mum, you just bought it. It wouldn't be so bad if you've kept it for a few months, even a few weeks. But you've had it for 5-10 minutes. What are you doing? I loved the process. I loved the buying. I loved shopping with you, my darling. I loved having the money to put over the counter. I loved putting it on my head, and I loved walking down the street feeling so great about myself. And now I love giving it away. Nothing in life is here to be kept, you see. Nothing in life do I own. I am just a passing stranger, and everything is strangely passing me. They walked away, and the daughter looked at her mum and said, wow, are you some sort of spirit, some sort of saint? You make me feel warm. You make me feel proud. You make me feel loved. And the mother says, isn't that my job? Isn't that the job of Christ? Isn't that the job of God? To make everyone feel loved? Who am I? Just a stranger, just a lady in love with life. Why not pass it on? Why not let it pass? That's the result of true enlightenment. To see those around you that are already practicing the simple, contented, beautiful, godly life that Christ said was available for all. The speaker's not saying give away your house willy-nilly. The speaker says enjoy the process. And you have to give it away before you can give your body away. You have to give everything away before you can give your body away. And that transition will be so much lighter. And that's what enlightenment is. To die before you die, and to see what life is truly about. It's not about up there or down there, heaven or hell. It is about being in that present moment, that alwaysness, that oneness. These words are meek compared to some of the saints, some of the biblical readings, the Bhagavad Gita. But these words are human. These words are working class average man words. Who am I? Average. How is your life? Okay. What have you learned? To be kind. Who do you love? Who do you love? I love God, because God is every one.